Hello and welcome to Learning Business Central with Infusion Solutions. My name is Allison Ferris and I'm a software consultant here at Infusion. To tell you a little bit about Infusion, we've been in the Microsoft channel for over 20 years now. We're located in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we specialize in creative solutions and integrations within the Microsoft stack. We have customers located throughout the U.S. in a variety of industries. We specialize in distribution, not-for-profit, higher education, healthcare, and we have a tailored solution for the wine and spirits industry. We offer consulting services on business processes, integration services, Power Platform development, Dynamics GP support, and Business Central implementation, development, and support. To tell you a little bit about me, my name is Allison Ferris once again, and I'm a software consultant. I'm also a certified Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central functional consultant, and I've been with Infusion for close to a year and a half now, but I've been in the accounting field for over 25 years. I have 3 children, and I recently moved to Tennessee from New York. An interesting fact about me is I've recently been learning to kayak since I live near the lake here, and it's a great place to do so. Scheduling customer statements in Business Central. We can set up scheduled statements to go out on a regular interval to customers in Business Central by setting up an entry in the job queue. I'm going to go to my customer list. Under Reports, Scheduled Statements. It brings up my report options here for my statement, and I'm going to do it for the month. Last month, my work date is set to April 10th in Business Central. So I'm running a statement for March. I want to show an overdue entry section. I'd like a statement for all customers who have a balance. And I want to show an aging band at the bottom, which has all the monthly buckets. 30 days apart, aged by due date. I'm going to say OK, and that's going to add it to the job queue. Do I want it to run immediately? I'm going to say no to that. And now I can go up into my Tell Me search icon and look for job queue. And there I can see any jobs set up. And here's my new one that defaults as on hold. I can go in and edit that. And the only way you can edit it is if it's on hold. So the earliest day I can run this, I'm going to set that for today. And I'm going to set the frequency for the next runtime to be daily, just so I can set a time for it to run. I'm going to have the next one run at 12:42. And then I'm going to take the recurrence out because I'm just going to run this one time as a demonstration. Now I can restart my job queue entry here. And it shows that it's in ready status. I go back to my Role Center home screen. I have a report inbox. Mine is located at the very bottom of my page here. And here it is. It already has produced my customer statements on a schedule. I can set up the job queue entry and customize the frequency of that. I can have it recur every month. I can have it go every 2 weeks, I can have it run quarterly, and I can choose to send it as an email or print it and specify that. And the job will just run on schedule, and I won't have to think about it, and the statements will automatically go out. So setting up a schedule to run my monthly statements and send those out is as simple as that in Business Central. Now that I've shown how to schedule reports in the job queue, let's go ahead and actually send out a couple of customer statements as emails as a recurring scheduled statement job. So in my customer list here, and I'm going to select my first customer who I've set up under their customer menu with the document layout for their customer statement with my email address specified here. So that instead of going to the contact email that's set up on the customer card, it's going to come to me so I can demonstrate that and we can see it in my Outlook inbox. I turned on the option to have a body to my email, rather than just a blank. I'm going to set it to a test document that I've set up here with a couple of lines of text. Adatum Corporation has a document sending profile set as email. That's their preferred method of communication. So anything we send out to them is going to default to be sent as an email. My second customer, Tray Research, I've set up a little bit differently just to show a couple of different ways we can send out statements. Their document sending profile is also going to come to me. It's also going to have a body to the email, but this time I'm going to embed the customer statement right in the body of the email. Rather than any text, I'm going to just embed the statement as the email body. So when we send those, you'll be able to see the difference here. I'm going to go into my reports and do scheduled statements using the same settings I just used in the demonstration, but I turned off my overdue entries just to shorten it up. My aging buckets are still going to be 1 month out. And my output option is email. So even though Tray Research doesn't have it set as their default, I'm choosing to send it via email, so it's still going to go to them because they have that email address set up. I have the option here to print any statements that don't go out to a valid email, or for customers who don't have email set up. I can choose to print those so they don't get missed. And I'm just going to filter this for my first 2 customers, 10,000 through 20,000. And the double dot symbol indicates a through. And then we're going to say OK, and it's going to create that in the schedule. I don't want to run it immediately. I want to send it to the queue so I can show you how to set up that frequency to what I want it to be here. And in my job queue entries, there are my statements on hold. That's how it defaults. And when it's on hold, that's when we can edit this job. And I'm going to say the earliest to run that is going to be today. I'm going to make this a recurring job on today is Saturday. I'm going to say for Saturdays, I'm going to start this 1 minute from right now at 2:30 p.m. I'm going to run it till 2:35 p.m. And we're going to do it 1 minute apart. I'm going to set this to ready. And here it is in my job queue ready to go. So when the clock switches over from 2:31, the time right now, to 2:32, the first minute that I have it set to start running in my queue, I should see those emails generated, and I should be receiving them in my email, in my Outlook inbox. The clock has just switched over to 2:32. So I'm monitoring my Outlook down here, and I see that I have new mail, and there they come. Here's Tray Research with the statement embedded as the body of the email, in addition to the attachment, which is the same, and that's a PDF document, and Adatum Corporation with the text email body that I set up for them, with the very same attachment. You can see that here. It's a PDF of the statement that looks identical. And when I see the clock, you can see here in my job queue, it's still ready. The earliest it's going to run now is at 2:33. It flipped the minute because it already did the 2:32 run. And the clock has switched, and if we go to my email, we should, if I refresh, send and receive. Here comes the 2:33 run. Those same 2 statements are coming again. And in the job queue, a little redundant here, but we see now it's going to do the next run at 2:34. So if instead of, that was just to show you that the recurrence is working on the job, and it just sits there and it runs automatically on schedule. If I put this on hold, I can edit it again. If instead of recurring, I want to make this run every 1 month from the end of the current month, I can take these times out because they don't matter. It's not going to run multiple times a day. It's just going to run once per month. Now when I set that to ready, it's updated now. The next time it's going to run is on the 31st of January, 1 month from the end of this month. If I had said I want to run it at the end of the month, I would just say CM, set it to ready, and then refresh here. Now you can see it's going to run at the end of the current month. And that's how we set scheduled statements and receive them. Customers receive them in their email inbox. If you have any questions, would like more information, or next steps to see how Business Central